So today we're making a roux. So let's get started. So for our roux, which is generally going to be 1 cup of oil to between 2 and 3 cups of flour. So I'm going to be making a double batch today. So I am going to be adding in 2 cups of oil. And then we're going to heat that up, and once it gets hot we will start incorporating our flour into it. So once we get it nice and hot, we'll be right back. Alright, so our oil is hot, and I like to start adding in my flour to my oil about half a cup at a time. And then I'll use a whisk to stir it up and break up any clumps. And so we're going to end up adding, being a double batch, we're going to add probably about 4 cups of sugar, possibly 5. And the roux is definitely something you don't want to rush, because if you rush it and you burn it, basically you got to start all over. And so this is probably going to take about half hour to an hour to fully cook and get it to the color we want. So once I get all the flour incorporated, I'll be back. Alright, so I've got my 4 cups of flour mixed in with my oil, and now we're just going to sit here and continually stir it till it gets darker. And like I said before, we don't want to rush this, because if you burn it, then you'll basically have to start all over again. So we are going to just sit here and continue to stir, and I'll be back in a little bit. As you can see, we're right at about 15 minutes, and as you can see, it's already starting to get darker. So we're going to continue stirring this up, and if you end up getting it too thick, you can always thin it out with a little bit of oil. But like I said, you want to keep turning it, and at this point I'm going to switch over to a wooden spoon and keep going. So we'll be back in a little bit. Alright, so our roux has been going for about 25 minutes, and it's right where I want it to be. So I'm going to remove it from the heat so it can cool down. Then once it gets completely cool, I'll store it in an airtight container and place it in my ice box and use it as needed. And if you're going to make it in bulk like this and store it, just remember, every time you pull out the roux and use it, use a clean spoon, because if you don't, what'll happen, you'll end up with mold inside your roux, and then you'll have to throw it away and make another batch. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this was inspirational for you and give you a better understanding of how to make a roux. And if you need anything, let me know. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. If you got any comments or questions, leave them below. And until next time, bye.